Hello there, and welcome to Her Money Mindset, the podcast where we talk about all things money, mindset, and how our relationship with finances shapes our lives. I'm Courtney Schwengler, and I am so excited to have you here. This podcast is for women who want to take control of their financial futures, transform the way they think about money, and finally break free from any limiting beliefs or fears surrounding their finances. Whether you're just starting out on your money journey, looking to build wealth, or want to get clear on your financial goals, this show is for you. Here on Her Money Mindset, we're diving deep into topics like budgeting, saving, investing, and everything in between. But we're not just talking numbers and strategies. We're digging into the real reasons why so many of us struggle with money in the first place, and our mindset around money plays a huge role in how we handle it, and it's about time we got real with it. I'll be sharing tips and tools to help you feel more confident in your financial decisions, but we'll also be exploring how your personal history, upbringing, and past experiences with money can influence how you manage it today. It's time to heal that relationship with money and make it work for you. So, if you're ready to shift your mindset, build the life you deserve, and start making your money work for you, then you're in the right place. I cannot wait to take this journey with you. I also would love to invite you to join Her Money Club. This is my community for women wanting to work on their finances, feel less alone, and be held accountable. Inside of Her Money Club, we have a different money theme each month, savings and no spend trackers related to the money theme, weekly money accountability check-ins, exclusive podcast episodes, group coaching calls, a community forum to chat and ask and answer questions, and more. So if you are finally ready to give your money the attention it needs, Her Money Club is the place for you to be. As an exclusive thank you for my podcast listeners, if you use code HMMPodcast, you will get 50% off your first 2 months inside of Her Money Club. That is less than $2 a week to start getting serious with your money. I'll have the link for you to sign up today in the show notes. I cannot wait to see you there. If you know that you want help with your money and money habits, but you want something faster than self-paced work, more personalized, and someone to directly hold you accountable, sign up for private one-on-one coaching with me. I'll have the link in the show notes for you. You can either do a one-time one-on-one coaching call to answer your budgeting basics, get your budget set up, and get you on your way, or you can do my 12-week private coaching program for more accountability, structure, and motivation. Spots are limited, so make sure you sign up today for a free consultation call. Also, please leave a review of the podcast. This is such a great way to tell me and others that you enjoy this podcast and you find some value in it. Now, let's dive into this episode. How to stop living paycheck to paycheck. So, let's talk about the truth of living paycheck to paycheck. So, what does this actually look like? Well, for one, it takes a huge, and I mean huge, mental and emotional toll. It gives you shame. It gives you fear. It gets you stuck in that scarcity mindset of, I will never have enough. I don't deserve enough. I can't even rest my head on my pillow at night without being afraid. You think about it all of the time. It consumes your thoughts. It consumes your emotions. You're constantly feeling stressed. You're in fight or flight mode because you constantly are wondering, where is the money going to come from? I have my car insurance due. Where is the money going to come from? I don't have enough money to put gas in my car. Where is the money going to come from? It's this constant fear, this constant anxiety, and your body learns to live there. Your body and your mind learn to live in that pain, in that suffering, in that fear, in that anxiety. And that is what the scarcity mindset is. You get stuck there. So even when you find yourself kind of coming out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle, you get rid of that money as soon as you can because of the scarcity mindset. You feel like you still are stuck in that hole. And a lot of common myths with living paycheck to paycheck are, I just need to make more money, or budgeting doesn't work for me. I've tried it before. And yes, it can be true that you have an income problem. However, it is more likely that you have a mindset problem and a budgeting problem. it is more likely that you do truly have some wiggle room in your budget than you literally are spending your money on your bills and your debts and you have nothing left. Now, there are some people where truly that is their unfortunate circumstance. They are in a true income problem. Now, you might be asking, well, how do I know? So, what I want you to do is do a 1 month expense audit. What a 1 month expense audit is you're going to take the last 30 days of your spending and you are going to categorize every single transaction. Yes, you heard me correctly. Yes, it's going to be tedious, but this will answer your question. Do you have an income problem? Do you have a budgeting problem? Do you have a spending problem? Or is it kind of a combination of everything? So, this is a free resource. I'll have it linked in the show notes for you. Again, it's called the 1 month expense audit. This is where you list all of your transactions and you separate them by category. So, bills, needs, wants, debts. And then you go from there and you say, okay, in the last 30 days, let's say I spent $3,000 on my bills and debts, and I only make $4,000 a month, but I spent $678 on things that I want. So those are just random number examples. Yours might be maybe you only spent $50 on things that you want, and we do have an income problem, and we need to work on that, and we need to figure a way out of that. Or maybe you kind of looked at this and you're like, dang, I eat out a lot more than I thought I did. Dang, I'm spending a lot more on Amazon than I thought I was. So the 1 month expense audit is a really fantastic way to look at what is really happening with your money and where your money is going. So remember, the 1 month expense audit, this is not for judgment or for shame. This is not a personal failure. This is a solvable issue with the right strategy. And the 1 month expense audit is the first step in getting there. So once you do a 1 month expense audit and you know, okay, do I have an income problem or do I have a budgeting problem? Then we're going to get clear on our real numbers. So I understand it's scary. I understand the desire to just avoid your bank account and to not even look at it and just live on a hope and prayer, right? But facing your finances is important. It's important because you need to be able to take care of yourself. And if you have a family, you know that you have to be able to take care of those kids when it comes down to it. So remember, it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous, but we need to do it scared. We need to do it nervous. We need to do it anyways. And the best way to do that is to just start. So, what does starting look like? So, I have the Budgeting Basics bundle, and this is a fantastic resource for you guys. I took everything you need from the very beginning to getting yourself out of the paycheck cycle, and I put it in this Budgeting Basics bundle. So I walk you through a 2-week budget boot camp, and this is 2 weeks worth of challenges to get yourself set up on a proper budget, get more money back every single month, whether that's through car insurance or negotiating your phone bill or doing that 1 month expense audit and realizing that you're spending way too much money on eating out. Whatever it might be, I help you get that money back in your bank account. And then we get you set up with high yield savings accounts. We get you set up with a 10-day money mindset challenge, because if you are stuck in that scarcity mindset, you can make all the money in the world and you're still going to see the same numbers in your bank account. You are still going to get rid of that money as soon as you get it because of that scarcity mindset. So the Budgeting Basics bundle includes a 10-day money mindset challenge. It includes savings challenges. It includes a debt payoff tracker and so much more. This is a fantastic, fantastic way to get yourself set up on a proper budgeting system and to learn how to stick to it. And remember, you cannot fix what you are not willing to face. If you're not willing to look your money in its eyes and say, you work for me, you are my money, and you are here to help me, then you're not going to get anywhere. Ask yourself, is your money controlling you, or are you controlling your money and telling your money what to do? Or is your money saying, no, actually, you only have $10, so no, you're not getting groceries. No, you're not getting gas in your car. Let's change that. Let's reframe that entire mindset because that is not how our money relationship is supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to go. So you need to make sure that you're building a simple budget. So I talk a lot on my social media about doing a Sunday money reset. So a Sunday money reset, or basically whenever your week starts. So maybe you work weekends, so you want to do your Sunday money reset on a Thursday because you work the weekend shift, whatever works for you. A Sunday money reset is just taking the time to be intentional with your money and to know, okay, I have this amount of bills coming out of my bank account, and I have this amount in debts coming out of my bank account from this time period to this time period. You can do for the week, you can do for the weekend, you can do from the day that you're doing it to the next day that you get paid, whatever works for you. I personally like to do it from paycheck to paycheck, but some people prefer to do it just by week or work week by work week. Just try, experiment, do some different options, and find what you like. But for me, I do paycheck to paycheck. So I'm going to look at my paycheck on Sunday and I'm going to be like, okay, this is how much money I have in my bank account right now. And let's say I need $500 to last me for just my bills from today until the next time either I or my husband gets paid. Okay, I'm going to check my bank account. Do I have at least $500 in my bank account? Yes? Great. I can move on to the next step. No? All right, I got to move some things around. I got to look at some options, right? Then once we cover the bills, we're going to look at debts. Okay, let's say my student loan payment is due. I have to have an extra $310 in my bank account now. So now we're at a total of $810 that I need to have in my bank account just to cover my bills and to cover my debts. Okay, great. Same thing. Do I have that number at least in my bank account? Yes? Great. We'll move on to the next step. No? Okay, we're going to reevaluate. All right. Then now we've got the bills and the debts covered. We're going to look at our variable expenses. Do I need to get gas in my car? Do I need to get groceries? Do I need to buy cat food? Do I need to buy diapers for my kids? Do I have my Pilates membership renewing? Just look at whatever your variable expenses are that are going to be coming up. Then let's say that's only $100. Great. So now I need $910 in my bank account. Do I have that number? Great. And now that you took the 10 minutes to figure out what the number is that you need for the week, this gives you so much more peace of mind because you know that you took the time to set yourself up for success and give yourself the money that you need in your account instead of, oh, I don't know when this is due. I don't know when that's coming out. I'm just going to hope and pray and hope that I go get an overdraft fee, right? Because that doesn't work and we're not going to do that anymore. Okay. So again, we walk through all of this in the 2-week budget bootcamp, which is inside the budgeting basics bundle. Highly recommend. Now, another thing to get out of living paycheck to paycheck is we want to slowly start creating a buffer. So a buffer is just a little bit of money that you keep in your bank account and you're trying to grow it over time. So this is to help you cover if there's a random expense. So let's say you forgot about that subscription that was renewing for, let's say, $30, right? But because you have a buffer of money in there, you didn't get an overdraft fee. You didn't have to worry about it because that buffer was there for you. So this buffer could be $50, it could be $100, it could be $200. It just depends on what helps you be able to breathe financially, knowing that if something unexpected pops up and it's not an emergency, it's just something you forgot about, you're covered. You're covered. You got it handled. Another thing is we want to separate our savings. So we need to have a separate savings account. So this is out of sight, it's out of mind. So I use SoFi. I love SoFi. They are just fantastic. They give you separate, they call them vaults. So you can have a general emergency fund, you can have a travel fund, you can have a car maintenance fund, whatever it might be, right? And if you use my link for SoFi, you get an extra $25 just for signing up with that link. I'll have it in the show notes for you. But you need to have a high yield savings account that you are keeping your money in separately. Now, I do not want you to listen to me and say, well, I don't even have $5 to put aside. Yes, you do. We will find that $5 and we will build the habit of putting money in our savings. Even if it's $1, even if it's $2, even if it's $5, even if it's 10, 15, whatever. We are going to start building the habit of putting money into our savings account and leaving it there, knowing that we can break out of this scarcity mindset, knowing that I can have money in that account and it feels safe. It's okay. I can do that. I can leave my money in there because I know that I've already created such a great plan for my money in my budgeting and my regular checking account that I'm not going to have to come into that savings account and take money from my emergency fund. It is such a good way to give yourself peace of mind. So I'll have that link for you in the show notes. Like I said, you get $25 just for signing up with my link, which is awesome. Why would you not? It's a win-win. Then let's talk about how to increase the gap between your paycheck and your expenses. So, simply put, this means that you are going to spend less, or you're going to earn more, or you're going to do both. So, a couple of small ways to cut back without feeling like you're depriving yourself is go through your subscriptions. Do you truly use and value the subscriptions that you're currently signed up for? It's just little things that you can look at. If you currently get coffee out 4 times a week right now, could you cut down to 3 and see how that feels? Try it. And then for income, here are some ways to bring in some quick wins. If you need to do some decluttering in your house, perfect. Bring your clothes to a consignment store. Donate some clothes. Maybe you want to sell some digital products. Maybe you want to, like, I just have someone in my community. She wanted some extra money. She's a stay-at-home mom. So she opened up just a little, like, farm stand. Just right outside her house, she sells, like, sourdough loaves, brownies, things like that. Be creative. Find something that you enjoy and find something that you feel like works for you and your family and for what you need. There's a ton of different options. You can do online surveys, you can do a part-time work from home job depending on your availability. It doesn't always have to be a structured environment. Maybe you want to bartend 1 night a week, maybe 2 nights a week. Maybe you want to, and like I said, sell some items on Facebook Marketplace. Do some freelancing. Maybe you have a talent that you're really good at. Maybe you're great at writing. So maybe you want to be an English tutor. Just look at different options and be creative for what works for you and the season of life that you're in right now. Now, a great option is joining Her Money Club. So, inside Her Money Club, we uplift each other, we give each other challenges, weekly money accountability check ins, exclusive podcast episodes just like this, and a lot more. This is a great community to be in if you're wanting some help. And if you want even more than that, do private coaching. I can help you create a personalized plan that works for you, your life, and your goals. So now let's do a little bit of mindset shift talk. Because what do I always say? Say it with me. It would not be a Her Money Mindset episode if we did not talk about money mindset. So I've been talking about the scarcity mindset throughout this episode, and I want to challenge you to challenge your beliefs around wealth, struggle, and what's normal. Let's talk about some money guilt, some generational patterns. Are you feeling unworthy of having overflow? Let's talk about that. Let's discuss this. Let's journal it. Let's look at what we feel like these root causes are and work through them. I know it might sound a little unconventional. I know it might sound a little weird. Try it. Don't knock it until you try it, right? So, let me remind you. This is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and using momentum to your advantage. You are allowed to break this paycheck to paycheck cycle. You do not have to stay here. Starting today, you can change it. You can change it. Make the commitment to change and let's freaking do it. Whether that's in private coaching or that's in the budgeting basics bundle if you want to do a self-guided tool. You can do this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I know how hard it can be to break this cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, but I want you to know this. You're not stuck, you're not behind, and it's never too late to take back the control of your money. So, if today's episode spoke to you, I would really, truly love it if you took just a minute out of your day to leave a review for me. Your support helps more women find this podcast. It helps me, encourage me to keep going with these episodes and these podcasts. And it means that more lives are being changed because you are helping get this podcast out there. And it truly, truly means the world. I would be so honored. I get so excited anytime I see a review. So if you listen and you enjoy it, please leave a review. And if you are ready to actually start fixing this paycheck to paycheck cycle, take a leap of faith, take a chance, grab the Budgeting Basics bundle. I promise you, you will improve from the Budgeting Basics bundle. Your money will improve. This takes time, it takes effort, and it takes commitment. But if you put in the work, I have given you the tools to be successful inside of this Budgeting Basics bundle. It's only $47 and it includes everything I wish I had when I was stuck in survival mode: a budgeting template, a debt payoff tracker, 2-week budget bootcamp, savings challenges, and even more than that. You can also join Her Money Club for ongoing support, accountability, and exclusive trainings every single month. We are building a community of women who are done playing small with their money. And if you would like some personal help, check out my private coaching or book a one-time strategy call. You do not have to do this alone. I will have all of the links waiting for you in the show notes when you are ready. You've got this. I'm proud of you for being here, and I will see you on Friday.